Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at a pair of truly wireless earbuds that has us in this new state of truly wireless earbuds that has impressive features and impressive sound while only being $50. It seems like lately I've come across a lot of $50 pair of earbuds that is just bringing features to the table that some of the more expensive ones aren't. And they're also getting to the point, just like with these, which is the Votomy TWS-V22s, that's even offering sound that some of the more expensive models are offering. But let's go ahead and check out some of the features and what it is you get inside the box. Now, the first thing that I do want to point out is these do have Bluetooth 5.0. They have AptX playback, and I had no issues with a connection, and I had no issues with watching videos or movies and experience any lag. It was a solid connection all around. Now, as far as the IP rating, it's rated at IPX 7, so these are completely waterproof. So if you're one of those that likes to go out and about, if you sweat heavily, or if you like to use them while you're swimming or in the shower or anything like that, this is one of those pairs you don't have to worry about anything. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, this pair does come with the carrying pouch, and that's basically so you can throw your case in there and not scratch the lid on these, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But they also come with the usual small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, and I'm happy to say that they include a USB-C cable for charging. Now, the battery life, this is another one of those pairs that has impressive battery life. Now, on the earbuds individually, you're only going to get around 6 hours, which is much better than the norm. Usually, most earbuds are around 4 to 5 hours, so the 6 hours is very impressive. But what's really impressive is with the charging case, you're going to get around 150 hours. I don't know how some of these companies are able to do this, and basically the case itself also doubles as a power bank because the case has a USB output, so you can use it to charge your phone or any other device that you may have with you. Now, as far as the rest of the case, the one thing that stands out about this case is the LED indicator that's under the lid. This is the first time I've seen an actual number that tells you the percentage of the battery life on the case, and it shows you that the earbuds are charging. I really like this feature, and I actually like this case a lot. Now, I know this is a little bit larger than some of the other ones I normally cover, but again, this one has a 2500 milliamp battery, so the fact that you're getting that much power, in my opinion, it's worth the trade-off. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of on this case is the lid. Now, they make it where it's somewhat see-through so that you can see the indicator lights on the earbuds so that you know that they're charging, but this type of material is a material that, one, will show a lot of fingerprints, but two, will show scratches like almost instantly. So as far as looks go, the case looks nice on day one, probably is not gonna look nice on day two. So now moving over to the earbuds, I think this is where things get very interesting as well, because these really resemble the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless in a lot of ways. One, it has that somewhat larger look to them. It has the groove on the inside that fits your ear canal in a way where a lot of earbuds don't, because this is a very comfortable earbud to have in your ear. This is one of those that you can wear for long periods of time and they're not going to be irritating. It's not going to have ear fatigue. It's very nice and very comfortable. Now, as far as the controls, this is another thing that I like because it does utilize the touch controls, but the way that they did it, they give you this larger flat surface, so there's not this very small area that you have to be able to touch. This very flat surface means it's going to respond to your touches a lot easier. There's not going to be one of those, did I touch it? Did I not? You will know that you touched it because that flat surface is pretty easy to hit. Now, the touch controls on these control everything. So you have play, pause, track control, and even volume control. That is a huge plus where I feel a lot of other truly wireless earbuds miss the mark. Now, as far as using them individually, you can use either the left or the right, and the microphones on here are also decent. They are using the CVC 8.0 technology, which is doing a very good job of focusing in on your voice and blocking out all of your outside surroundings. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the V22s. I think these do a great job of picking up my voice, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound. The sound is, to me, obviously the most important thing when you're buying a pair of truly wireless earbuds. And do you remember when I said that they have some similar features to the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless? Well, they also have a very similar sound. The detail and the range that these pick up and the somewhat open feel that these have is really impressive. And not only that, this is at this point the loudest pair of truly wireless earbuds that I've heard. I was able to turn these up very loud and it got really loud. Like, you shouldn't be listening to these this loud, but the fact that they can get to that level is really nice. And the other plus is they didn't start distorting even at those higher levels. And I do find that a lot of truly wireless earbuds have issues getting to loud volume, and these don't have that issue at all. Now, as far as the bass goes, I feel like the bass on these are pretty tight. It's one of those that's leaning more towards being accurate, but it still has a very nice punch to it. It's not a sloppy bass that feels like it's all over the place. It doesn't feel like it's just kind of lagging behind. It hits you and it's ready to move on to the next beat. Now, as far as the mids on these are very, very forward. In fact, it's more forward than most of the other earbuds that I've heard, so you always feel like the vocalist is right here in front of you. The vocalist never falls behind the bass, never falls behind the treble. Again, it feels like you're in front of a singer, and then everything else is just spread out really nicely around you. And that's where it also leans towards the treble having the life that it does, because the detail in the sound, but also the detail in knowing where your instruments are and the separation of instruments, but having that to where it pulls it away from the vocalist and not sounding like you're in one box listening to everything is really nice. So that now leads to the sound stage and the sound imaging. These definitely feel like you're in a larger room, which kind of replicates the Sennheiser Momentums, but it also picks apart detail in a nice way of not feeling like things are congested. Being able to tell that a guitarist may be over to this side, or the bass player may be over here, the drummer is behind everything. It has a nice live presence to it, and it's a really nice sound overall. Now, when it comes to my cons with these, it really all falls back on the case. The case is large, so that's going to be a put off for a lot of people. I find it to be a plus because of the battery life that you're getting. And then my only other con is this lid is just going to be trashed, probably within a week's time. Again, if you want to carry the carrying pouch, at least that's there, but I'm not going to do that. It's just inconvenient to keep up with other things. I'm really just going to throw this in my pocket, and this is going to get destroyed. But outside of that, guys, we have another pair of truly wireless earbuds that are $50, and again is kind of one of those no-brainers. If you want something with very impressive battery life, but you want something that has sound that's equal to a pair that's almost $250 to $300, this is a very nice alternative with some better features. So this is a pair that I can highly recommend. And so that's my video on the Votomy TWS-V22s. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.